Hi, this is Tony Wilson, the Young James Brown. Come to Funky Biscuit on Sunday, February 15th. We do a tribute to James Brown. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. It just would be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the car take us over the road. Man made the train carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light take us out of the dark. And man made the boat for the water, like our Bible said Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it'll be nothing without our women and our girls. You see, now man thinks about a little bitty baby girl and a baby boy. Man made them so happy, 'cause man made them toys. And after man, when he made everything that he can, you know man made money, pounds, little pesos to buy from each every man, boy, girl, and child. No, it's a man's world. But it'll be nothing without our women and our girls. Without a woman, a man is lost in the wilderness. Man, without a woman, he lost in bitterness.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. Whew. I'm gonna tell you.
I got you out of your chair, though.
Tony smokes it, man. I gotta tell you. It's funny because I hear him sing that song, and when I had bars in New York and bowling alleys and stuff in New York City at the time, and James Brown was like everywhere, and that song played on every jukebox in every bar that I own, and the stories that go with it. And I watch him, and I'm looking at him. And all these flashbacks come in. And I say, man, this dude, he's right on the mark to this thing. And if you have that kind of memory power and things that you remember of the songs, I don't know if you were a big James Brown fan.
I wasn't, but I got to tell you, Tony is just amazing.
Amazing. He has a good cause happening on Martin Luther King's birthday, which is Sunday?
Sunday, Martin Luther King's birthday at Funky Biscuit, 7 o'clock p.m. right here in Boca Raton. Get your tickets. They're almost sold out.
I think they are. I looked online. I'm going to need a friend in there as well. But my goodness gracious, what a way to start a Friday. And Tony came in to do some sound bites, and he says, no, I got to go, Freddie. I can't do this gig today. I got to go. And along comes the spider and says, Tony, will you sing a song?
Well, he says, I gotta go. He got here at 10:30. I'm not gonna be here till 12. I gotta go. It was
And then you went and
11:55.
asked, and what happened?
What's another 5 minutes is
And
what
what
I
happened?
think. He said, he says, I'm not gonna do a James Brown song is what he says. Okay, what do you wanna do? A Man's World.
Yeah, but James Brown did this song.
But James Brown did the song. So I wasn't quite sure where we were going with that, but I'm really grateful that he stayed to do that.
Well, I'm not Josh, so I couldn't get the echoes and all that. Josh, you missed the whole set.
I know, I'm in trouble supposedly, right?
Well, not only that, we all stumbled over cameras and everything trying to make this thing work, but we got it done. Just didn't have any echo. It didn't have the Josh finesse.
Well, you can see the difference between when I'm here and when I'm here.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been documented. Now we're gonna all learn how to do the board. Because
Well, we got it up and going. I think that was pretty good. We've got Bailey on sound, and Bailey has
we
it sound.
tweaked it and we left people deaf.
What I love is Bailey's got her headphones on. I say, Bailey, how's it sound? And she looks at me. How's it sound, huh? Bailey, how's it sound? I don't know. Like, well, you're wearing the headphones, but it's all good.
That's what you left me with.
I was hungry. I had to go get something to eat.
It's all for a good cause. So check it out. Funky Biscuits Sunday night in honor of Martin Luther King's birthday at 7 o'clock. Get your tickets online. And we may have some big news that we're going to be sharing with Tony about coming here at the cafe, doing some music, opening up the studio for rental space for bands and businesses, photo shoots. We've got space. We've got cameras, we've got video equipment, so we're going to open it up for rehearsal space and some other fun things.
Yes, Tony's actually going to be the host of Night Train, and there's going to be a night train and a night train on the after hours in the cafe. There's going to be a couple of segments, and we're going to invite everybody who wants to sing, bands, individuals, to come in, play on radio, or social media, or TV, whatever it is you want. And then he's going to take it on the road. We're going to start down in Fort Lauderdale at the rooftop.
Nice.
We're going to start in different places that he wants us to go to. So good things are coming.
Very nice. So thank you for getting up and helping me. You're not big on getting up out of your chair, but you did, so thank you.
No, I'm a firm believer. If
And
I
not
don't know
getting
what
up.
I'm doing,
He sits.
and I go over there, all I'm going to do is get in your way. So poor Texas, she almost took out her life
The
over
TV?
there because she had to get around me to get in. This is what happens. And if I knew what I was doing, I would have been the first one there. But I said, I don't know how to do that.
But we got it.
I'm surprised you did. Did you
know.
have the right mic?
Yeah, I know how to do it. I don't know why it wasn't working, but it was working. We got it.
It
Good
worked.
to go. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the end of the week at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We haven't been on for a few days. We've been out doing some networking events. We had a great event last week. Yesterday we got to go to over at the Boca Community Church, which is called Boca City Lead. Cece, how you doing, my friend? We do miss you here, is all I can tell you.
Cece, I'm going to be calling you today because we got our stuff in our role. Hopefully you got yours on your side, and we're going to collaborate with Mr. Cece as well. Oh, I got a lot of stuff coming.
You're very
JoJo
secretive.
has agreed we're going to be on the other side of the pond.
Nice, up in
which-
Melbourne Beach.
In Melbourne Beach. There's got to be a pond somewhere. And we're going to collaborate. Tony has already talked to JoJo, and we're going to collaborate. We're thinking of having Tina Turner hosted on the other side. So you'll have James Brown, a.k.a. Tony.
Would that be nice?
And you'll have Tina up there, a.k.a. Wilma. And they're going to collaborate like the Grammys did, and going to go back and forth with this thing.
Very cool.
It's going to be really, really hot. I love it.
Nice
Love it.
idea. Nice idea. Beautiful outside. The sun is shining. Did you see Tony's car?
Yeah, I saw the wings.
The wings of this car go up. It's an old type of Toyota. Thank you, Frank, for joining us at the event yesterday. It was a whole lot of
something?
fun.
I forgot to tell you. Frank wrote something in the morning show about ghosts and things. You got to read it. Check it
Okay.
out. I don't want to misquote him, but check it out. It's very insightful. Man, the man knows.
He's an insightful man. It was a great event. I'm glad we got to take some of
You
our
have
friends
fun?
there yesterday.
It was a different type of event because we had our own table. And when you have your own table, you have to entertain and introduce people. Jody from BCMG Live, the general manager, came from the radio station, came down. And then FAU had a table. So
A lot of tables. I don't even know how many tables there were.
she was saying, there was over 400 people there. And she was saying, can I sit with them? Can I sit with you? So I let her stay over there. But I introduced her to a lot of people. She says, man, you guys know everybody.
We know a lot of people. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been in the community a long time, but the event gets more and more full. Now the tables are going to have 9 people at a table instead
For the
of
next
8.
event only.
Because
Because I asked the pastor, I says, you need a bigger boat. He says, I know. And I said, why don't you go to 10 people? He says they can't. Not that they don't want to, but they can't for whatever reason.
Well, there were some tables where there were some big guys at the table and they couldn't get through either way. And, you know, it's one thing when you're my size. It's another thing when you're a big guy. Like that man was almost 7 feet tall. They had squeezed him.
I thought it was Julius Irving, Dr. J. And he says, I get that all the time. He's
They
up
squeezed
there.
this man between a pole and 4 tables, but everyone is so gracious there at Boca City Lead. It's an amazing event. Everyone plays nice. They listen. Yesterday's event was all about trust. That's a biggie. You know, you
That
asked
is.
me what my white elephant was.
Well, that's what the whole theme was about. What is your white elephant?
I think
What
my
keeps
white
you
elephant
back?
is really me being a control freak and perfection.
And I got to tell you, that's not an elephant. That's a spaceship.
Am I right?
Are you right?
When I got here yesterday,
That white elephant that has a name.
it's called Dawn.
8 years.
It's called the alter ego of me. But I truly think
Control freak. You and Josh are control freaks.
Josh is not.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah,
Him?
You are?
I'm kind of authoritative.
Kind of.
Really? Because I realized
But
I,
he's passive aggressive the way he does.
I can't even explain what I want. I'm such a control freak. Like yesterday,
Yeah, you stomp your foot.
I was too
I
even
go,
numb
what is
yesterday.
that? Wait, why do you do that?
But I think that's my biggest white elephant that holds me back from delegating. Is because it takes more time to delegate and teach than for me just to do it myself.
You see, but that's incorrect.
I
It's-
understand,
It's
you're right.
called teach
You're right.
because you teach when you do it yourself. And then it doesn't work out, then you really get frustrated. And that's the end of the
So
day.
I think that's my white elephant. Is all I can tell you.
Yes, your white elephant. So that's gonna be the question of today. What is your white elephant? Which
What
means
holds you back?
what holds you back from being even super more successful than you already are? And if you're not, then maybe the white elephant question will help you achieve where you should be. Because the theme of this year is go get it. What's the Cafe Press saying? No more excuses?
No more excuses. Get up and go.
Get up and go get it. You know, we have this, again, learning from Leeds. We create our own realities. Sometimes we think about what we shoulda, coulda, woulda been, where we should be. All these shoulda, woulda. There's no excuse for not being there. You got to pick it. Go get it. Now, you going to fall? Of course you're going to fall. You're going to fail?
Or learn.
If you ain't failing, you ain't learning. And you ain't growing. Michael Jordan said that.
True.
Success is failure. Because if you don't fail, you ain't never going to succeed. And again, if you think that it's perfect on the other side, then you're creating your own illusion.
A lot of things to learn from.
I tell you, I learned from Pastor Bill. And it's funny because everything that he learns, I've tried to educate myself with, like he did yesterday about trust. When you're in a relationship and you're in love, love is going to pay the bills. And love, and then when you find out that don't happen, you're out of love and you fight. When you fall in love, you should fall in love for trust. Because if you earn the other person's trust, you're a winner. And if you get somebody who has children, you better earn that trust before you get him or her. Because if you don't get that, you ain't got nothing. I tell you, you ain't got nothing. Now, you can say I'm wrong. You can scream at me all you want. But I tell you, Bill came up to me yesterday. I was shocked. You know, he's 6'8".
He's a
That
big
man
guy.
is huge. He says, how you doing? I says, I'm doing good. Missed you on the show. He says, I'm coming. He says, I just got to do it secretly, he tells me. You got to do it a certain way. I don't know why, but yeah,
I guess they're telling us we got to go to commercial.
no.
Okay. Or they're just playing around with the board.
Yeah, they got to remember not to turn it on. But that was fun. I had a lot of fun yesterday. I got to, we have this certain rhythm, I was told, when we work a room. It's funny because
Well, you
we're
and I have been
doing,
doing this a long time.
what we're doing, it goes done. You know how? Yes, done. You know, and I'm just guessing. I'm playing the guessing game. You remember how?
And I know he has no idea anybody's
No
name,
idea.
but it's all good. I
And she
got
says,
you.
yeah, I know her. You know her. And then it just got
He goes,
really...
why is she looking at you? Because we know her. There was a woman sitting next to us. I was kind of embarrassed. I said, gosh, you look so familiar. She says, yes, because you interviewed me. I'm like, oh my gosh. How many thousands of people, though, do we interview?
Thousands. And you know, they hide the name tag. They have a name tag.
I'm grateful they had name tags on, though,
But
yesterday.
sometimes the women will put something over it, or the men will put a jacket, they put on
Or
a
their
shirt.
hair touches it and they
You
pull it
can't
off.
see it. So how you doing? Like you're looking in the cave.
But it was a great event. It's the first Thursday of every month. This Thursday was a little different because of the new year, so check it out, Boca City Lead. They're always sold out, but they always let you in. So even if it says sold out, you can go to the door, you can buy tickets on the day of, and they always find a space to put you.
I heard you got us tickets?
I did.
It was sold out.
I did.
How'd you get tickets?
I bought them in like October, I think, or November.
Oh, you bought them back when?
I bought them when you bought the table. I went to buy for February. February was sold out. I got 2 tickets, not tables.
The next 2 months is sold out. 3 months.
But they always let you in, so if you're interested, check it out online, Boca City Lead. We have a great show lined up. We've got our good friend Bev D'Amico. She's always involved in the latest and greatest. But this is money making for businesses, small and large, depending on your employees. They've got different options for you. So we've got the founder and CEO, Josh Fox. He's going to be joining us from Miami. We've got a good friend, Karen, playing some instrumentals on the keys. And I think we've got Pink Softball joining us at the 1 o'clock show.
1 o'clock hour. Now, let me ask you a question, because behind me, you know who that is, right?
That's Queen. That's actually going to be heading out to Pub in the Hub
That's why
this
I
week.
put it up, because I'm going to be missing it
Next
for a
week it's
couple
going
of
to Pub in
weeks.
the Hub.
And this is a pencil artist Jay Harmon put this together. It's going to be displayed. And we expect everybody to show up on Saturday.
January 21st, 7 o'clock, Pub at the Hub, up at the Hub at Space of Mind. It is on the corner of Swinton and First, right where Dada is. That little cute schoolhouse, well, right next to it, there's 10,000 square feet of school and community space with an amazing community classroom kitchen project that is going to be launched and unveiled for kids, families, friends, the community at large, to be able to show culinary arts and how it helps with mental awareness.
And that's the key part, is the mental awareness. And the thing that you and Josh put together, the promo.
Josh
I
did a
aired
great
it.
job with
I
that.
already aired it. I put it out.
Perfect.
You were getting permission, I put it out.
Perfect. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to meet founder Josh Fox of Bottom Line, and we're going to talk to Bev D'Amico. More to come. Give us a call. Let us know what you're doing on this beautiful Friday in sunny South Florida. 888-994-4995 Studio A. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Melberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Melberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
1, 2, 3, 4.
South Florida and the Palm Beaches.
Get up, get on up.
Let's celebrate. It's the official Martin Luther King Jr. 94th birthday concert with Tony Wilson and the Godfather of Soul 12-piece band. January 15th in Miser Park for 2 big shows. Starting at 7 p.m. Get tickets at FunkyBiscuit.com or call or text 786-508-8469. The MLK 94th birthday concert.
And we're back.
You want to go on Sunday night?
I would like to go, but I think it's sold out.
I don't think so. I think Karen already got tickets.
I got a ticket and there were still some.
When did you get a ticket?
This morning.
When Tony told me to buy
Talk it to your microphone. When Tony told you to buy it?
he had said that I get my
Oh, really?
show and I
Oh, I feel
Biscuit.
good. Really?
Yes.
Wow. You sure you got it from the right place?
I
Yes,
got
he
it
was
from
right there looking over
Funky
her
Biscuit.
Funky
I
Biscuit.
got front row seating.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
And you get from Miss Hayes?
All right, we're going to bring over, I'm hoping he's on the line, Josh Fox, but we've got Bev D'Amico with us. And Bev is a longtime friend joining us. And Bev always has great posts and great businesses she's working with.
Beth says to me, weren't we like sitting together the last time we were here? It was a Studio A or it was up
Is that
there?
true? Was it that long ago?
Yes.
You were here for Thanksgiving.
Yes, I was. Yes.
And you were here for, I guess we did Fem City Women's Event.
Yep.
But you put
You sat right there.
No.
But not for an interview, though.
When I was doing one of my products, we were sitting all at the table.
Wow, that was 3 years ago.
Yes, it's been
That
that long.
was-
Yes.
Wow, it's been a while.
And then I was
BC.
and then I was with you at the first place. That's where I first met you. So we've been.
Didn't you come
buddies
with
for a
us to the
while.
movies at Del Rey when we did the West Side Story piece?
No.
BC before COVID. Can you believe that?
VC,
BC.
BC. Bev BC.
BC. Before COVID. But Bev put out this great post the other day, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. It was talked about businesses who, even if you receive PPP money and other money from the government, and your business is a still viable business, there's still money available based on this bottom line concept that she's working with. So I reached out to her, and she reached out to the owner, the founder of this company. And I think you've been doing this for a couple months, working with them as a representative.
Yes.
And he's going to be joining us. So I don't know if Josh is on the line
Is
yet.
Josh on the board?
But if Josh is on, so tell us a little bit about this company.
Okay, so Bottom Line is a 14-year-old company, and they help businesses, get the money that's due them. So when the ERC program came out, which has only been a couple years now, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, they jumped on that, and they are concentrating on that mostly. And they're originally based in New York, and they just moved to Miami, North Miami, about a year ago, and they just moved and expanded. The company's doing fantastic. It's probably the number one company that's processing these claims right now, and so they're doing very well. And I did my research and decided to become an affiliate with them.
I'm thinking Josh is on because they're telling me to hold these different mics. So we're going to bring Josh over and learn more about Bottom Line Concepts. And I think he's right here in Miami, so maybe next time we can get him in studio.
Absolutely. All right, let's bring Josh over. Somewhere.
Just tell him to open up his camera.
Josh, open your camera. Voila.
If not,
Magic?
we'll have the voice from beyond.
I don't see him.
Josh, can you hear us?
Josh, we hear you.
Ah, there he is. All
There
right.
you go. Turn your camera sideways.
We're getting there. What I found really interesting about the program is there's still monies available, and a lot of businesses, I know from our business anyway, as busy as we continue to look, as hard as it is to recoup from that. And I remember thinking when we first started in COVID, all right, the first couple months are going to be tricky. Those were nothing compared to what it's like as the economy has changed, as people's mindsets have changed, as finding businesses change.
But everything is tripled.
But you even look at the radio station, even that's changed.
Well, some people survive, some people don't. But everything is tripled. The rents have tripled. Your your FPL has tripled. Your
Comcast went up again
has
yesterday,
tripled.
yep.
Everything triples, and then you end up fighting with the companies, and they have that victory on their side. So COVID helped a lot of people. There were some people that did abuse it. They got thrown in jail for doing it. But COVID did help. And then there was the after effect. Nobody wanted to go back into the office. So psychologically, it became an issue as well.
We've got Josh working on this. What are you finding with this? We've got two Joshes. We've got Josh Fox and we've got our Josh.
Let's go back to the other two. Get off of that until he comes on.
What are you finding, Bev, with
Well,
this
what we're
company?
finding is a lot of businesses don't realize that they're eligible for this because they've already applied for the PPP. The PPP is over now. So, and the PPP was a loan. This is a grant from the government. And it's very simple to qualify. You have to have a minimum of 5 W-2 employees. You have to have paid your filed your tax returns for 2020 and 21 and not have applied for the ERC loan. And just what you do is you contact me, and I will fill out a short form, and then I will put you on the calendar, and you will talk to our CPAs in our Miami office. Takes about 15 minutes. And then if you qualify, they will send you the paperwork, and then we monitor it from there with the IRS. We do have access to the back office of the IRS because, we're like almost the number one company. And we have an 85% closing rate on all the claims that we process.
So
And
grant meaning you don't have to pay it back?
that's correct. And you can get up to $26,000 per employee.
Per employee, I saw.
Yes.
Now, it's not 1099 employees.
It
It's
has
only
to be
W-2.
W-2.
So they have
and
to
it-
actually work for the company.
have to be W-2 employees. That's the whole purpose of this.
What qualifies a W-2? Because some W-2s, they don't have medical involved and all that. It has to be full-fledged?
All I know is it can't be a 1099 employee.
W-2.
It has to be a W-2.
Yeah, I don't think the benefits make a difference whether
No.
you've
Well,
got health
sometimes
or...
there's a definition of what a W-2
I'm
full-time
not sure
employee
about
is.
that.
But
You'd
a
have to,
W-2
like when you talk to the people in the corporate office, they will go over all that. Now, it does take, 4 to 6 months sometimes to get your money, but, that's the government for you. So, but it's well worth it. And, a lot of tax accountants don't even, they might know about it, but it's a lengthy process to process these. So we're finding a lot of the CPAs are telling their employers, oh, well, you're not going to qualify for that because you've already got the PPP. Now, even though you got the PPP money, you're still eligible. You might not get as much, but there's money there waiting, free money waiting there.
Well, I'm going to tell you
people.
something about PPP. Some people waited too long to do it. They didn't get all the PPP. They ran out of money, allegedly. Or the company that was supposed to get it for you allegedly ran out of money. But there are people that I know, you're looking at one of them, where they didn't get it because they ran out. They only got half.
Right.
And as sure as Dickens, would have helped. I mean, that's how and all that money did not incorporate about what was coming. Yeah, I should have been smart with this thing, but you had to use it for the business.
Had
Is
to
what
use it
they
for the
said, which was
business.
what we
And with
did,
this
right?
program, you don't have to use it for I mean, you should. It would be nice to expand your business to pick up for all the losses that you have. Some people are giving some money to their employees. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. So it's a fantastic program, and that's why I'm excited about helping small businesses and all across the U.S. And, you know, you can also be doing this with me and make some extra money, too. So I'm looking to build my little team. There's people that have 100 people on their team. There's reps that have hired call center people to do this. I mean, you know, depends on how much money you want to put into this. And it's only going to be available for a couple years.
I want to try and get Josh on, so I want to take a break. We're going to try and call Josh at the office, see if we can work out the glitches of the system. If not, we'll give him the phone number to call in, because I want to find out how he got involved doing this, why, the success rate, and how people can apply.
Okay.
A lot of good information. So
Let's do that.
stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, see if we can get Josh Fox, the owner and founder of Bottom Line Concepts, to join us, and we're going to be right back.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call, because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We are super excited to invite the South Florida community to Pub at the Hub, Saturday, January 21st at 7 o'clock p.m. at Space of Mind in downtown Delray Beach. This amazing party is hosted by the Community Classroom Project and Space of Mind, two educational service organizations committed to reducing school-related and learning-related stress. Come help us celebrate the completion and launch of our commercial teaching kitchen for kids, adults, families, friends, and the community at large, and be a part of this new exciting culinary arts programming. Get your tickets now, join the party, and come to your senses. Pub at the Hub tickets are available on Eventbrite or yourccp.org.
It's amazing.
It's a nice piece.
I'm giving them a chance to catch up. This guy heat up this coffee, I'm gonna tell you, it's like lava.
That's the best way to do it. We got Bev trying to get a hold of Josh, but in the meantime, we've got Karen joining us. I don't know, we've got a camera on Karen. Karen, what have you been doing? You look spectacular.
Thank you. I've just been spending some time with family, trying to get my citizenship application done, and working with my mom.
Okay, hold on one second. Bev, can we take that in another room? Thank you. All right, sorry, Karen.
Just, starting the new year with a positive mind, hoping to get things in order and hopefully go back to school, hopefully get a career and started this year and just focused on doing positive things.
I love that. How's it going for you?
Very good. I feel really good. I feel happy. I'm in a good, better place, and I feel really good for this year.
That's amazing.
I saw Tony was helping you on the piano.
You guys were singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony loves helping everybody play music.
He wants me to call him to see if there's something we could do together.
That's great.
So that'd be neat.
You're going to be the Funky Biscuit of front row.
Yes, I'm going to be.
And I'm sure he's going to ask you to go up there and play something. Because that's what he does.
Oh, really?
Don't be surprised.
Wow.
He's always giving and helping, and I love they were taking selfies, and Karen was singing with him, getting warmed up and everything. But I love the change of your mindset.
Yes. I definitely had my mindset at the beginning of the year. I'm going to work on becoming a better version of me. I've let go of the past and moving forward in my life. I'm getting ready to get divorced, but I know it's going to be something that's going to help. Yeah.
Yes.
And once I have my divorce done, my citizenship application done, I'll be able to start.
Citizenship application, where are you from?
Colombia.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I'm actually Colombian Canadian.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the States?
We've been in the States since 1998.
And how long can you stay in the States before you have to apply for citizenship?
Well, we've been residents ever since 2002, but with the permanent resident card, you have to renew it every 10 years.
Okay.
So instead of renewing it, you just pay the citizenship application fee, and then you never have to worry about that again every 10 years.
As long as you don't have a criminal record.
Right.
Well, that should be good.
Well, that's the way it works. But the other thing is, I said to her if she needed a letter of recommendation or anything, that we will write one as well.
Freddie's getting good at those.
I'm getting
They ask a lot of questions
Yes.
on the citizenship application. Like it's a long application to do, and you have to collect a lot of evidence for them. Like they'll ask you for what documents they need, but my mom's a citizen and my brother's a citizen, and they're wanting me to get on board now to become a citizen. And
That's very exciting.
ready.
You speak Spanish?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I speak Spanish to her all the time.
But you speak a little bit, un poquito, but you don't know
No,
the
I
whole
speak
conversation.
No, because sometimes there's people in the room, and if we start speaking Spanish, people get offended. You should speak in English. I
Then
don't
why
know
don't
you-
we have her do fuego?
Because
Fuego.
it's baby step. I would love to have her
Fuego.
host it, but I don't want to
I
throw.
could do it.
I don't want to throw. You know, you guys are really funny. I don't want to throw her so much at her that she gets overwhelmed. She's doing applications. She's getting divorced. She has all sorts of stuff going on. But if you want to try it, I'm more than. I mean, she looks pretty good holding a mic and everything else.
She looks fantastic. I love the change. I love to see you happy and in a really good place.
Yes.
When
You wanna
wake up
try
in the-
it?
You want to try it? You want to do a
I,
fuego?
I definitely want to try it. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll set it up so you could do an interview.
Okay.
In Spanish.
In Spanish, everything's
Okay.
in Spanish.
Is that your first language?
Yes, I actually speak 3. I in Canada, growing up, we learned French in school. So when we were growing up, we speak English, Spanish, and French fluently.
I speak 3 too. I speak English, Spanish,
And Freddie.
and BS.
And Spanglish.
And BS.
Yes, I'm looking at this piece of paper that you gave me today. And he goes, read this. And I'm reading it. Donato. And I give it to Tony.
Do not.
Donato. And then we do, and I didn't get to the bottom of the page because that was the first word. Do not toes. I don't even know what this says, but I love it. This is Freddie language.
That's because he was talking so fast, and I'm writing it, and we were doing voices in there. The kids actually did a nice voiceover for stuff that's coming. So don't worry about it. It's all explanation.
I had no
Lucy.
idea you were Canadian, Colombian, and you're here
She's
applying
a
for
French
citizenship.
Spanish woman.
So we were born in Colombia, in Pereira, and 2 months after we were born, my dad was living in Canada, and he got our papers to immigrate from Canada, or from Colombia to Canada. So my mom traveled with my older brother and my twin brother and I, and she had no idea of the language, so she came to Canada, and you know she did the best she could in raising us, and they did a pretty good job. I mean,
The brother we know, he's your twin?
yes.
I didn't know that either. I feel like I've missed all
Do you
of
know
this
she has a car
information.
and she drives?
I figured she gets it, but I didn't really. And she comes all the time. I did not know any of this information.
Well,
Come on in.
we lived in Canada for 11 and a half years and got our citizenship. And then my father was a preacher and started a church in Missouri. So we traveled from Canada to Missouri and then Missouri to Florida.
You knew all that too?
Wow, where you been?
Apparently not in these conversations.
I talk to Karen almost every day to make sure she's okay. Everything is copacetic.
But I love that you're doing okay. You've been through a lot.
But God is good, and I thank God for the strength that He gave me. My son's 5 years is coming up in March, but I'm at a better place in my life. I know Giovanni's in heaven. I know he's with God, and I know he wants me to be happy and wants the best for me. So I just want to remember how lovely it was to spend those 13 years with him, and I just want to make my son proud when.
And I'm sure you are, because I'm so proud of you. To see you here like this
Thank
today
you.
is amazing. And being with Tony and applying for your citizenship and everything you're doing.
Yes, thank
and now
you.
she's going to host Fuego. I think that's fantastic.
Listen, I didn't want to ask her because I was afraid I was throwing too much at her.
Just like you didn't want to ask Tony to sing, and yet he did.
Well, Tony's a different. Tony is a night creature, entertainer. But I wanted to be gentle. But if she's really willing to do it, then we'll put her in.
Yeah.
And there's a few people coming Wednesday. There's a lot to talk
my
about.
cousin in Colombia, Daniela, she actually works for a radio station, and she's the broadcaster for the radio station. She's been doing a lot of voiceovers, and she's done a lot of like voice acting. So she's really good.
We can bring her in on VMix and they can have a little interview.
Isn't it tremendous the first time we met her, Karen, and now?
I know.
The difference between back then and today. Tremendous change.
I don't even know how long it's been.
A year at least.
It's been a year?
Yeah, because I went on Kenny Love's show on January 7th, 2021.
Of last
with
year?
my mom.
2021, that was 2 years ago. We're in 2023.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Wow.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you were in his show was here.
Wait, was it 2021 that I was on his show
Or
or
22?
last year? I think it was last year. I think
22.
it's still
Been a year.
Yeah.
But to see the change in you, and
It's tremendous.
even from a couple months ago when you were in here, to see your change like this, I'm so proud of you.
I just believe that anything you set your mind to, you're capable of getting through it. Like, life isn't easy, and life definitely has a lot of twists and turns, ups and downs, but I believe in God, and I have faith, and what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you just have to set your mind to be able to overcome everything.
So
When
she
you wake-
speaks French, plays the piano.
Speaks
she
Spanish.
danced hustle because she was on the show that she was
That's
dancing
right, we danced the hustle, right?
Yeah.
And now she's going to be a host. You see, your life is changing as we speak.
Amen. That's awesome.
That is amazing. Bev, do we have Josh on the line?
No, we don't.
Okay. I thought I heard the phone. That's why I was wondering.
I don't know. He's very. I guess the girl said he had other appointments, set up because we told him to come on at 12:15. So I don't know if he's.
Talk it to your mic.
So we sent him the number to call, but he had other back-to-back appointments.
If he
so.
calls him, we'll get to that also.
So I sent him, he knows the number to call in if he can't get on video. So I'm not sure if he will be able to do it today, but if not, maybe another time.
Absolutely.
Anytime. We
Yeah.
just hook it up with is convenient for him.
Yeah, but they can get a hold of me if anyone is interested in this program because I will be the contact. They can get a hold of me at my email address, which is BEV, B is in Beverly, E is in Edward, V is in Victor, 333, that's 6 3s, @gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help them and start the process with them. It takes a few minutes with me, take down their information, and we'll book on the calendar to talk to someone from the corporate office, and it'll go really smooth, and we'll get this going.
It's a
for
wonderful
anybody.
opportunity. If you're a business and you have 5 or more W-2 employees, and there's a whole lot of questions about whether your revenue's down from 2019, your revenue's down from 2020, there's a percentage, you can help apply and maybe qualify for these government grant monies, which up to $26,000 per employee?
Yes.
Per employee. That is, and it's grant money. It's not a loan. It's not anything that has to be paid back.
It's worth making the call and finding out what's the ups, downs, and sideways. Let them help you. It doesn't cost you anything to do this. And
That's
we know
correct. And
Bev-
a lot of companies that are doing this are charging people up front.
Yeah, I was
My-
going to ask you, but I'm
my
pretty sure.
My chiropractor paid $2,800 up front to this company. Ours does not do that. There's
Yeah.
no cost to the business owners to go through this process. But there's a lot of people doing this, and there's a lot of people we're finding that are unethical doing this. They're even having a hard time paying their commissions to their affiliates. But Josh could give you the figures. I don't know them offhand on the kind of revenue that we're going through that office. And we have videos of all the checks that we get in because we get copies of all the checks that the businesses get. So hopefully
we're
you
going
can
to get
join
Josh
us.
back on and get some more information. More to come with that. Karen, I have to ask you before we go to commercial break at the top of the hour. When you wake up in the morning, do you think to yourself, all right, it's going to be a great day, it's going to be a not so great day? Do you talk
Yes.
yourself through the process?
Do you know what? I actually went on a trip to South Carolina in at the end of 2019, and a girl that was sitting next to me on the plane had told me, she's like, every morning look up positive affirmations on YouTube and start your day out that way because it gives you a message of light and positivity. And so that's pretty much how I wake up. I thank God for another day of life. I thank God for the blessings that I still have, and I just want to be a better version of me, so I do my best to be a good person every day.
Well, we love your smile. When we come back on the 1 o'clock hour, you're going to play some music for us?
Yes, definitely.
Fantastic. And more information for Bottom Line Concept, you can reach out to Bev at bev333-333@gmail.com. It's definitely worth checking into, I got to tell you. And MLK Day, Funky Biscuit, 7 o'clock, the Little James Brown, in honor of Martin Luther King's birthday. I don't know how old he would be, 90-something?
92, I think.
That's what I'm thinking, 92.
93.
Wow. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, top of the 1 o'clock hour, we've got some music for you, and we've got some pink softball. Josh is really excited about this. I've got no eye-hand coordination, but
You got hands, you got eyes.
They just don't work in conjunction with
say,
each
how
other.
you doing?
They used to teach me to juggle when I went through theater school.
How many people did you take out?
Didn't work out so well. My father even
bet.
bought me the book, Juggling for Dummies. And bean bags with it.
They bought me a book that says, read this dummy.
More to come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to stephaniejaffeart.com.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called innocent spouse relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now, you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free.
If you served in the Marine Corps, by now you know about the contaminated water problem at Camp Lejeune. If you were stationed or worked at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987, you probably have a lot of questions. We have some answers. You could be entitled to compensation. Billions of dollars are being allocated to pay for damages to anyone stationed at Camp Lejeune during that time. Unfortunately, it appears that officials may have known the contaminated water problem existed and did little to protect their men. The Semper Fi code was not honored. If you or someone in your family has developed a serious illness, including various forms of cancer, call this Camp Lejeune legal support line right now. You can't turn back the clock and change what happened, but you can certainly call right now and learn your rights as a Marine. Here's the number.
Call 855-993-2180. That's 855-993-2180. Again, 855-993-2180.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
At True Oldies VCMG Live, we play all your favorite classics and entertain you with our locally produced talk radio and streaming shows, airing from North Miami to Fort Pierce. With over 2 million viewers on Roku and Amazon, AMP2 TV Network and True Oldies are leading the way in the entertainment industry. Do you have an idea for a real radio and streaming show? Contact us today at 866-224-5422 to amplify your business impact and let your voice be heard.
It's a lucky day.
Today is Friday the 13th.
Mega Millions. Mega
Do you know that I got divorced twice in my life on Friday the 13th?
Third time's a charm.
Both days. Friday the 13th.
Third time's a charm. Don't even say that.
So I'm having deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra would say.
Getting divorced again.
That's why if I walk around and have a tick, you don't know why. A dual tick.
Mega Millions, 1.2 billion or 1.5 billion. We got to go play.
Why?
Yeah, but why do they?
Talking in mic.
Why do they take out such a big chunk? Like,
Taxes.
Why, you're going to end up with 800,
So they have money from the ERC to pay all the businesses back from 2019. They got to get it from
You're
somewhere.
going to get 900 million reasons why. What, are you kidding me? You wake up in the morning and you're going to be given a check for 900 million. You're going to say what? Say who? Say what?
We got to go play.
Not yet.
You know,
You
I'm
always
not.
say that.
We're going to go.
If you're going to play, you know what
We
I
have
would
to
do?
pick the numbers.
I would have lotto numbers here. And everybody signs their name on the date that they picked it, because if that ticket pops, you got to sort of include everybody whose name was in there. That's what I would do, because if you go and you give $1 or 10, whatever it is, the machine picks it, that's a loser. Because the machine ain't going to pick
So you want
winner.
everyone to pick a number? Was it 1 to 69 or 1 to 99? We got to figure out what
Whatever
numbers
it
it
is.
is.
So you have everybody
Pick a
fill out
number?
a dollar thing, and then you play it. And if it pops, it pops. I love it. For Christmas, they gave me tickets, scratch-offs, and lotto tickets. I didn't win nothing. I mean, who the hell gets 10 of these and gets nothing?
I think Bev's your best audience.
I mean, think about that. You get nothing. Meanwhile, next to me, $10, $20, and over there, $10, and I'm like in the middle. I got nothing. I must have given like evil numbers.
Friday the 13th. It's a lucky number, though.
Is it? Whatever happened to you good on the Friday the 13th?
That's just a myth.
Whatever happened to you, good.
I don't know. If it's not bad, then it's good, right? If it's status quo, I'll take that as good.
Okay.
Right? If we just keep going, then I take
Did
that
you
as
have
good.
a child? Did you get married? Did you go on a date?
Nope. Just here.
We used to have a thing in the Bronx. Oh man, I can't believe I'm telling you this. We used to always go on a date on Friday the 13th in New York City. Had to do it. So you will go to a perfect stranger, excuse me, today's Friday the 13th. You hand them a card or something. Will you go to dinner with me tonight? We don't have nothing in common, but we have to do this tradition. My goodness gracious, I'm going to tell you something. It's the best line I ever used.
You got some good lines there.
That was good.
Did you get some good dates?
I never missed a year. Never. Strangers, you go on the subway, that was the easiest. Because I guess people underground are a little strange. And that was always a thing. Always a thing.
Look who's in the house. We got Lynn Everard. We got our psychic, Sally Bernard. The authors joining us. They're a little calm. We're going to give them a few moments, but we've got Michelle
talk about
Stallone
this.
joining us.
Yes.
Pinkball, 13th annual Striking Out Breast Cancer Day. Softball and kickball. The funny thing about this is Josh had just said to you the day before,
Yeah.
we should get a softball league.
Yes, and
Literally, you walked in the next day with this packet of information.
I got this from WW.
Did you?
Yes,
I think he
her
said it
mom.
last Friday.
Her mom came up to me and says, here, my daughter. I said, and you know, check out her last name.
Stallone, as in pizza?
No, like in Stallone the actor.
There's a pizza place called Stallone's
Yes,
also.
we own a restaurant, Stallone's, as
Are
well.
you related?
Yes.
You related to Andy?
Andy's my cousin.
Ah, okay.
So
Oh,
my
you know them
husband...
Andy and Susan, very well.
So it's our restaurant. My husband and his brother own the restaurant, but Andy's our cousin.
It's a delicious
Do
restaurant.
you know that they know her?
Andy and Susan know me, yes.
Andy and Susan know everybody.
They go to our synagogue. Our kids grew up together, yes.
I don't know. Oh, so you had all this insight?
I didn't know Michelle, but I know Stallone's restaurant.
Wow.
If you think that restaurant you went to last weekend is good, you should check out their restaurant, and it's right on Glades Road.
Really?
And it's
What's the name of the
delicious
restaurant?
Italian.
Stallone's.
Of course it is. See, I like the word Stallone because it reminded me of the actor. I could tell people, I was going to tell people, oh, this is his niece.
And I'm thinking the restaurant of 440 Run, and then Glades on the way to 440 Run.
For the what?
441. It's on Glades.
You know, the nice thing here is that there is a co-ed softball league going on here, yes?
Yes.
So give us some information. Pink ball.
So this is a charity my husband and I started with my son in the baseball league 13 years ago. So we raise money for women that don't have health insurance. So all the money raised, and it's strictly ran by volunteers. So any woman who needs a mammogram, breast ultrasound, MRI, biopsy, anything to that nature for breast care, we can help them get imaged if they don't have health insurance.
That's amazing. And how did this? You started this with your son, but why? Was there a reason?
So I work at the Women's Institute, Boca Regional Hospital, as a mammographer, and now I am in management where I help the mammo van go out to different locations to screen women, one of the things I do there. So a long time ago, one of my jobs was to call women that haven't been back in to follow up, and I kept hearing from them they can't afford it. That's when the recession hit. They lost their jobs, husband lost their jobs, and these were working people that just couldn't afford health insurance any longer on their own. So I knew we had some government funds at the time that helped some ladies, but it just wasn't enough. And the ladies that qualified for the government programs were in the underserved communities. So I wanted to do something where we help the uninsured, but also the underinsured. So that might be the working woman who can afford to pay her bills, but won't qualify for local grants or government assistance. Or it was someone who had a $10,000 deductible and couldn't afford to have screenings. So I said to my husband I wanted to do something, and I wanted my kids to get involved. And it started out something really small. They were just selling little pink wristbands like the baseball players wear on Mother's Day. And it evolved every year to, okay, now we're going to add a couple softball games. We're going to add a home run derby, and everyone's going to pay a fee, and all the money is going to be donated back to the Women's Institute where I work. And we have the monies allocated to women that need this help and don't have health insurance. And by the grace of God, it just took off. Wow. and people started getting more involved. And I think it's a good feeling the day because it's so many wonderful people in one place, but it also, they trust what we're doing with the money, that it's truly going to patients that are local. It's not being sent different parts of the country. They know who they're helping, and we become friends with these people. And now we also have some Major League Baseball players, retired players coming out. Some play, some are retired, to bring more awareness to it, and that's just been a godsend for us.
Now she has a mammo van.
We do. We have a mammo van that was donated to us by Morgan Pressel, the professional golfer. And this is our third van that's been donated by her. And it is out 6 days a week, all through Palm Beach and Broward County. We screen people at companies, charity events. We do a lot of outreach. So it's absolutely wonderful. So if there's no excuse that they can't come to us, we come to them.
If businesses wanted that put in front of their business, do you go out to these businesses? Do you go out to malls?
We do. Most of our locations are through businesses, schools. We do a lot with the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office. We do some local organizations. And what they do is they'll reach out to us, whether they just call the hospital, they call the Women's Institute, they'll send an email to myself, and we look at the calendar, we set up a date, and we park at their location. They advertise it through their company, and sometimes just through social media. I actually send the van once a month to park in our restaurant on Glades Road at Stallone's, and I just use social media. And I target the underinsured or uninsured women, and we're booked at least once a month for all underinsured patients to go there.
I was going to ask you, I had heard you can self-prescribe a mammogram.
You can with us. Not all places do that. The Women's Institute allows that. So if you're not having any problems and you just need a screening, you can come in as a self-referral. Just come get a screening mammogram. If the tricky part gets if you need anything additional from there. But we have resources. We have a doctor there that you can see if you don't have a doctor that can also see you and prescribe any additional imaging needed. And Pink Ball also pays for that if you don't have insurance or if you do have insurance, either way.
That's such a tremendous opportunity because there's a lot of women who they don't have a doctor, they don't have a primary, they're out of childbearing years and they think, I don't really need a GYN anymore, I'm fine, I'm not having kids. But everyone needs to get a screening, and it's this fear of, oh my gosh, I gotta find a doctor and I have to go through the process. But with Boca Community, you can self-refer your mammo, and if heaven forbid they say, I want you to get more tests, you have doctors on site that you can see right there, and they will refer you to whatever else you need.
Yep, it's wonderful. So we don't stop. What we tell ladies, when we have a lot of ladies that are in their 70s and 80s, and they'll ask, do I need to keep having mammograms? And what we tell them is, everyone's different. Everybody's health, they're just different. Someone who could be 70 could be very, very healthy, and we have patients that are 82 that are still very healthy. So what we say is, if we found something that needed follow-up, needed a biopsy, would you take care of it? Are you healthy enough to undergo a biopsy, undergo surgery? And if the answer is yes, then you should still have your mammograms. If there's a woman that say, if you find something, I wouldn't do anything anyway, then that's a conversation they have to have with their doctor, whether they should keep having screenings. We don't like to make that decision for them. That's really between them and their doctor when they should stop, but we don't really recommend stopping unless there are a lot of health issues and they wouldn't move forward taking care of something if we found it.
And you give them an option.
Yes.
It's up to you. And
yes, so
that's the best option.
It's up to the patient and their doctor, when they should stop.
It's amazing what you're doing. This is the Stallone way. Like Susan and Auntie, they come up with an idea, and next thing you know, you've got a foundation and you're feeding thousands of people someplace, somewhere. They're giving out Christmas gifts. But this is just what their family is all about. You guys are just amazing in everything that you do for our entire community.
Thank you.
And she works with so many great people. How do people get information about this?
So we have a website. It's bocapinkball.com. And everything is listed on there. There's ways to get involved. They can sign up to volunteer. we still have some openings to play in a softball or kickball game, or they could just come out to the event. There's no charge to just come to the event. The only charge is if there's a donation to play. So, and we'll have raffle prizes and food and a DJ. When the celebrity game happens around 1 p.m., they'll play against local police officers. That's always a really fun game to watch. So we honor our local police officers and fire department. So there's a lot of activities for the kids. We have bounce houses, and all of that there's no charge for. Everything else is donation, raffle prizes, things like that.
And you've got Mr. Baseball coming Monday.
I know, I got it all lined up. When is, you're funny. Where is it held? What park is it held at?
So South County Regional Park, it's out in West Boca. It's just past 441. You could get in either between Glades Road or Yamato. It's a pretty big park back there, but it'll be at the softball field. It's actually closer to Yamato Road, behind 441.
And are you guys selling merch?
Yes.
Because I love what you're wearing. I think
Yes,
it is
we
so
have a
cool.
lot of merch. It all says, pink ball and striking out breast cancer.
I love that. I think that is so cool. Yeah, we do have Mr. Baseball coming in on Monday. And he's just opening up. He's redoing West Palm Beach. He's reopening the Little League because he played there.
Oh, fun.
And he has 17 Major League ball players that are going to be involved with him. So we have to pitch this by him. Maybe he'll send a couple of players down and photo ops just for the good cause of
Yeah,
what we do.
I have a lot of people that say to me, the money is so wonderful what we do, but it's a feeling. That day is definitely a feeling when you're bringing just so many wonderful people together in one place. I just wish the day could last longer than it does. It goes by so fast, but it's a lot of good people in one place.
And it's the trust factor we talked about yesterday. Boca Regional is such an incredible hospital, and the Women's Center is just an amazing place. Not only do they have right here near our studio, you've got locations scattered around Boca Raton. So if you don't want to head all the way east, you don't want to wait, there's different locations. It's easy to get in. Scheduling, there's always an availability somewhere, and they work with you. You guys make it so easy.
We do. We've gotten very busy with all the new residents coming to Florida and everybody from New York and New Jersey. We have such a relationship with hospitals up north, with Sloan Kettering and LIJ, which is now under a different name, but they have such a reputation here and there with a good connection because we have so many snowbirds. So all the people that are moving here want to come. So we're trying to get more staff to get more appointments because we've been super busy. But if there's anyone who's having a problem, not just a routine screening, we're really working with scheduling not to make them wait, to try to get them taken care of right away. It's really important.
One of the greatest things I love about Boca Community is that you get your results right there.
Correct.
So when you leave, whether you've had a mammogram, a screening, an ultrasound, before you walk out that door, you know what the plan of care is.
Yep.
Whether you're cleared for a year, whether they want you to come back for an ultrasound, you don't go home and wait for that phone call. And it's such peace of mind to know whatever they tell you, you know there's a plan coming next.
Correct. And that's one of the jobs that I do. So specifically the mammo van. So we'll call the ladies with the results, and if they need more imaging, I'll help navigate them how to come back in. So most imaging centers, it's not even a phone call sometimes. They just get a letter in the mail, and the letter will say that they need more imaging, and they don't even know where to start. Especially our population is an elderly population, and some of them don't have family here. So we help navigate them to get them back into the center or wherever it is they need to go.
This is a great cause. Are you still looking for sponsors and players? Or
Yes, we welcome it all because the more we can bring, the more patients we can help. So we definitely still have some room for some players. Sponsors would definitely need to be in soon because what we do for our sponsors, we have all these beautiful banners recognizing their business or their family that donate. It's really important for us to recognize our sponsors. So printing is on its way of getting everything in order, but we will definitely gladly take more sponsors and players and even raffle items. We're always looking for raffle items to auction off.
Your mom is your biggest fan.
I know, I have the best
She's
mom.
such a great
I
lady.
know.
She chased me down because when we meet, it gets a lot of people. It's one of the biggest now. It's like 60 people show up now.
I know.
And so getting through the maze of people is tough. And she chased me down. I said, "My sister's man." I said, "Okay, you got it. I'll call her up."
Yeah, thank you for doing this.
No,
For
thank
us
you for
too.
coming and doing what you do.
Thank you. We're so grassroots, and we love that. We love being grassroots because that's what makes it so special that day. It feels like such a community. But the other part is people don't know we have this fund. So even though we're raising money, we want people to know this is available. So, for myself, my husband, we own a small business. Someone like us, if I carry the benefits. So if I didn't have that, I know what it costs to own your own business and have your own health insurance. It's very, very expensive. So there are a lot of people out there that don't have it. So it's really important that I just get the word out that this exists.
And it saves lives, and there's nothing more important than saving a life. Getting this information out, if you can save just one, you can
Yes.
touch us one family or one woman. It's not just one woman. She's a mother, a sister, a daughter, something to somebody else. You've changed a life and you've helped a family. And that's why what you do is so important, and spreading the word is so incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We should put a spot together for them. It gives them a couple weeks.
We should put a spot together for them as well. I'm going to talk to Vic at the radio station. There's a booth coming out on Valentine's Day. One of the throwback bands and stuff like that. And there's just these gamuts that you put something together and people will then learn about this. My mother, when she was alive, they told me that she had breast cancer and she was in Puerto Rico. You remember this? I flew out so fast that I could have swam across to Puerto Rico on the ocean faster than the plane, but I got there and I had an expert lady here in Boca who didn't talk to anybody. She took my phone call and she told me your mom is going to be fine, and they did what they had to do. So it's the mental stress that women go through. Forget about doing it, which is a pain in the butt as well, but knowing now that you have resources. That's why when your mother said to me, I says, man, she's doing me a favor, bring her on.
Yeah. The support's really important for people. Any
Yeah.
kind of cancer, your support is huge in your recovery. And it really is a mindset. I've had personal friends that have gone through really, really bad bouts of breast cancer, chemotherapy, and they just come out of it like a rock star because of the way their outlook of it. So it really depends on the person and their support group.
Well, for you to be able to do this and support the community and help these women and outreach and schedule for them, it's not easy. So thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking your time
Thank
to
you
do
for
this
having
thing.
me.
And this is an everyday pitch. We're going to be talking about this all the way
No
to
pun
the event.
intended.
Oh. I knew you were going to say that.
That was great. Michelle,
great.
what's the best way for people to reach you or get information?
Right on the website, bocapinkball.com. My phone number's on there. My email is on there. They can do either or. Also on Facebook. They could find me on Facebook, Michelle Stallone, and we have a Pinkball Facebook page as well. And they can message me through there, whether they need help with something and I can help them, as a patient, or they just want to get involved with the event.
And if you want to have a meeting, businesses want to have a meeting to talk about how to do this and that, just go to Stallone.
Yeah.
Man. Sit down. I'm heading there.
Their food is unbelievable.
And you didn't say nothing to me.
I wasn't sure if this was the same Stallone.
Are you the same Dawn that I met Monday when I showed you this?
I
You didn't
wasn't-
say
She
nothing
probably
to
didn't
me.
piece it together.
Well,
We
I
have
know
a big family.
Stallone's, but you never know. It could just, it's like, it's a name until you ask somebody. I could have said maybe they have a restaurant. You could have said maybe they don't.
Maybe I would have found out.
But you do amazing
And
catering.
Andy and Susan will be there. Andy's company is one of our sponsors, so they'll be at the event. So
So
if you
Charlotte
come-
says, put that back up. My totally favorite restaurant is Stallone's. Awesome food, awesome staff. Love the owners. Young.
Charlotte, you're another one. You
Aw,
don't tell me
thank
nothing.
you.
You tell me nothing.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Charlotte says she loves your cause. She's
Thank you.
fantastic.
It's a good course. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
It's a
listen,
pleasure
you don't
meeting
have to
you.
make an appointment. You just come on in any day of the week because this is that important, and we will
Thank you
carve
for
out
that.
some time. We're on 12 to 2 Monday through Friday because I don't want your mom mad at me.
Okay.
You know the linguine and clam sauce you like?
Yeah, they have it. Oh, baby, baby.
Stallone's, baby.
But you come in and you talk about this because it's an everyday pitch, and no pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be information given because the cameras change, the people change, the demographic
Sure.
changes.
And I love that you're doing it not in October, because everything gets flooded in October.
Totally flooded.
You
And
get
I love
lost.
that you're doing
Correct.
it later in the year.
Yes,
Nice
it
idea.
brings awareness all year.
Smart lady over there.
All right, more information to come. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we need to check in with Sally and Lynn. Maybe we can get some music from Karen on the piano. More to come. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions. Expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay, her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Ever needed a good read? Maybe a book to keep your mind off things. Frank A. Ruffalo is an internationally known author and accomplished screenwriter. He's written many successful novels with amazing stories. Fiction adventures like The Lady of the Harbor, The Trihedral of Chaos, Gabriel's Chalice, 10048, and many more. For more information, visit www.frankaruffalo.com or you can find Frank Ruffalo on Amazon.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solutions Center. With your insurance, you may qualify to get a new CGM right now at little or no cost to you. By wearing a small remote device, you can immediately reduce the painful finger sticks. They're accurate, easy to use, and help you make better diabetes treatment decisions. If you take insulin 3 or more times a day or use an insulin pump, I want you to call right now and take advantage of our free shipping offer.
Bright, bold, beautiful. Audrey Omart creates artwork pieces that make a statement in any room. Using ethically sourced material, these handmade artworks are made in collaboration with divine higher power. This unique method gives vision, passion, and energy to every piece. Find Audrey Omart's work at the Brooklyn Cafe Studios or audreynow.com. Audrey Omart, art that opens the heart.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solutions Center. With your insurance, you may qualify to get a new CGM right now at little or no cost to you. By wearing a small remote device, you can immediately reduce the painful finger sticks. They're accurate, easy to use, and help you make better diabetes treatment decisions. If you take insulin 3 or more times a day or use an insulin pump, I want you to call right now and take advantage of our free shipping offer.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
One, two, three, four. South Florida and the Palm Beaches. Get up, get on up. Let's celebrate. It's the official Martin Luther King Jr. 94th birthday concert with Tony Wilson and the Godfather of Soul 12-piece band. January 15th in Miser Park for 2 big shows. Put your bands starting at 7 p.m. Get tickets at funkybiscuit.com or call or text 786-508-8469. The MLK 94th birthday concert.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Wow, look at her smile.
Where is Braxton? Braxton!
What do you need?
I told him at the top of the hour he should be standing up there.
Playing?
He's going to be singing the
Singing?
song.
I think he's working on that new segment, Pets with a Purpose. Z knows where he is. She's the overthinker.
Did she just run that way?
She's hilarious.
She's hilarious this one.
Karen, so we're going to change the name of the show to the Latin Hustle.
Okay.
And we should bring the Hustle people back and let her dance with them.
Let her interview.
Just hold your mic.
Get over there to sing.
we
That
should
one's
do the cha-cha
fun.
slide with you, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice. That's going to be so much fun with her.
It is. It's going to be different. It's going to be definitely different, but I like that. I like to have her give it a shot. The last, what are we going to call it, Latin Hustle?
Whatever you want. I think she hustles so well, so why not?
But the hustle word has different significances.
Yeah?
Right?
The
it's a
cha-cha
dance.
slide.
Huh?
The cha-cha slide.
No, Freddie won't remember that.
To the
I
left.
do remember the cha-cha.
To
You
the
know how to
right.
cha-cha?
No, I know.
To the left.
I know
No.
cha-cha slide.
You
I
do?
think it's kind of like the electric slide.
Yeah.
You know,
It
up
tells
top.
you
those
what
things,
to
they
do.
fade out. They
I
fade
know.
out. The Latin hustle, I like the word Latin and I like the word hustle because it has a lot of significance. It's dancing and it's also the side gig and yada, yada, yada.
Bring it back. Something with the heights and the picture behind you. There's got to come up with a
How'd
name.
you like Michelle Stallone? That she grew up right down the street.
That's
from me.
unbelievable.
From you?
Stadium Avenue is here. Hollywood is here.
Yep.
Now, because you have to cross the highway.
Oh, this is in New York.
So in New York, so she didn't cross the highway, obviously, because she says, "Oh, Hollywood's where? It's right here. It's right next to her," and she looks like a client of mine back in the day, '91.
What a great cause. What an incredible family. You know her mom, small business owners, but a great restaurant. They do so much catering, and maybe we can bring them in one day with some food on the show.
I think
Try that restaurant, the food from the restaurant.
It's fantastic. They're on Glades Road. If you're heading west, just past Lyons Road, they're right next to Rooms to Go. It's over there on the right. This show was not brought to you by Rooms to Go, but that's exactly where it is on the north side of Glades Road.
It's funny because Dawn tried out for those drivers. What
Uber?
They call? Uber.
Yeah, didn't work so well.
And her landmark was Rooms to Go. So she would say to the client, well, if there's a Rooms to Go, I know where to go. Are you anywhere near Rooms to Go? No, I can't pick you up.
You know where it is? Remember we did that shoot at Busybody a few years ago?
Sure.
With Joy at the gym.
With Joy at the gym.
And Christine.
Yes.
It's right there.
Joy wasn't there. Christine
was there. That's where they are.
It's right there? Oh, that's way out west.
Not so far. Well, from you, but not really. It's on Glades and Lyons.
I know where it is now.
It's exactly where it is.
It's called what, Stallone's?
It's called Stallone's.
And here
You
I am
can't forget the name.
thinking that she's like involved with Sylvester
Are
Stallone.
you still going out and doing remote?
We are. You got to hold your mic. We are again. We had stopped for a couple years because of COVID. But now we're back out. We're actually going to be at Space of Mind, Pub in the Hub, next Saturday night. Check this out. Pub at the Hub. It's about the culinary arts, mental health awareness, featuring the school, featuring music. 10 restaurants are going to be there. There's going to be a restaurant in each classroom with a different type of food and cuisine, a great band, some great drinks, a whole lot of fun. And 3 of our artists from the studio are going to be spotlighted. There's going to be Mona Lisa's going to be there, Queen. Not our Mona Lisa.
This one?
No, I think he's going to bring another one.
And
Queen's
this
going to
one?
be there. And then 3 pieces from Carlos Scott. Plus, they've got another 20 artists displaying their
That
artwork
one's
there
going?
for sale. That one's going, the landscape, the lady with the umbrella, and the mountains from Studio
Where's
B.
the lady with the umbrella?
Studio A.
Wow. Carlos.
Is this on your website, the information?
The information,
website on your
it
information?
is, you can check it out on yourccp.org. That's communityclassroomproject.org. You can get your tickets there. It's going to be a great event. We get to cover that.
And also, we have to talk about James Brown's birthday, Martin Luther King's birthday on
Sunday at Funky Biscuits,
at
7
Funky-
o'clock.
And he wants us to go because there are some acts that already have heard about what Mr. Will
We should
Tony's
go.
doing. And he wants to talk to them to bring them in here. Because he says to me, there's no reason in the world you can't have a little cabaret in here, but legally we can't with a license, but you can have the singers.
You can have the music, you just can't, we can't sell alcohol, but we can certainly have them.
Can we give them Josh and Josh's food?
We can give, we can't sell.
Oh, it's okay too.
You can give, you can't sell. So check that out, yourccp.org. Bev, I know will be there.
And now also, because I spoke to Joey, and they will be willing to bring food trucks outside of here.
You told me 20 food trucks?
2 at a time. But they'll be willing to come Friday night because I have another thing I haven't pitched at you yet on Friday nights.
I'm going to need a bed here is what I'm going to need.
We're going to need a cleanup crew is what we're going to need.
Yeah, that too.
Because people like to eat and dance and eat. And
But we're going to take
we're going to
care
have
of
to
that.
put them up there to sing, by the way.
Lachetti will be very happy about that. All right, we have to say, are we going to Baxter or Sally and Lynn?
I'm waiting on Baxton.
We're going
Go to Sally and Lynn. Why?
because Josh just sat down.
Because you sat down over there?
All right, we'll say hi to Sally and Lynn on the other side of the theater.
Hello.
Look at you guys. You're almost like, hanging out every Friday here.
Yep. This is my second home.
I think Lynn, too. We love having you all. How did you both enjoy the event yesterday?
Oh, it was amazing. Great. Beautiful. And actually, I followed out. Frank had his car. I was following him there. When I parked my car, it was so crowded. I followed him and I parked next to him. I leave and I say, I have no idea where my car is because there were so many people there. I see Frank walk into his car, so I knew I was next to him, so I found my spot.
Frank was the barometer for her to find her car. I got to worry about you, Sally, just a little bit.
I know.
All right, so Frank wrote in. Let me find what he wrote today. That's what you were telling me to write.
Yes,
that
he wrote it
said
on the
today.
morning show.
He wrote something in on the afternoon show also. Oh, we've got 10 comments here.
The other thing is, Sally, that some of the words that you said, well, Dawn looks for this, some of the words that you said, Laura quoted you yesterday about good things are coming her way. So, I forgot to tell you that when you're in
Okay.
a table, things you say are like, remember that commercial, E.F. Hutton? When E.F. Hutton speaks, everybody listens, everybody freezes. They probably don't know what that's about. You remember that commercial?
Sure.
So when Sally speaks, everybody freezes.
Everyone listens
They
to
listen. I'm realizing that now.
So this is what Frank wrote. He said, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be made known and brought to light." Do you know what verse that is?
No.
It's in Gabriel's chalice. So it's the whole premise of what it is, that everything is going to be brought to light. Charlotte said about the restaurant, she loves it. She's met Michelle many times, and she loves the food. But she never knew how philanthropic she was. David says, "Karen, you play beautifully." And Charlotte says, 2 minutes from where I live, the restaurant is. So I don't know who David is, but he likes your playing.
So now, Charlotte, because you're 2 minutes from the restaurant, we are going to go have dinner there, have a meeting, and then we're going to your house for dessert.
Maybe they'd like J.C. Dreesen to sing there.
You're way ahead of me, yes. One thing at a time, we got to get there first.
I can't do one thing. How many things have I thrown out? See, this is, again, what's it called, my white elephant? The things that hold me back is I throw ideas out.
Control is the white elephant.
That's my bigger one.
Now, the other thing I wanted you to know is that J.C. sang down with Linda Works.
At Covenant?
At Covenant. And my goodness gracious, they loved her.
Well, how could you not love J.C. Dreesen?
And they had asked if she wanted to try out. And I wrote to the ladies and said, "You insane?"
Try out for what?
Because they want to know if she can sing. And I said, and I sent her a tape. And she said to me, "How do we get this woman in here as soon as possible?"
Yeah, JC is amazing.
Unbelievable, I heard. Unbelievable.
Lynn, how did you enjoy yesterday?
Oh, it was fantastic.
What did you like about it?
Well, number one, I was surprised at how many people were there. And number two, I thought the talk on trust was really good. Matter of fact, Sally and I talked about that topic a little bit earlier, that really trust starts within ourselves, because the real issue with trust is, no matter what happens, can we trust ourselves that we'll be okay? And then this was another way where we project out that trust. We're really doing it from within our own sense of trust.
What were
but
the
the whole
fruits?
thing was great.
Was it a coconut, an orange, and a apple?
An apple, a peach, and a coconut.
Apple, peach, and a coconut. So what do you think you are?
I would say that I'm more of an apple now, but I wasn't always that way.
Sally?
I knew you were going to ask me. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to say an apple.
I think you're an apple. I think you're pretty consistent.
What was the three? What were the three differences?
A coconut means you're hard on the outside, but soft on the inside with like the coconut meat and the milk, but
Okay.
you're a hard nut to crack. A peach is you're soft on the outside, but hard on the inside. So you're really, really nice, but on the inside, people really can't get to know you because you're a nice facade.
Okay.
An apple, you're through and through.
So you're perfect.
Pretty much, you're not perfect, but you're nice on the outside, you're nice on the inside, or you're not so nice on the outside, you're not. You're sort of open or you're not, but you are what you are. You're
innate,
authentic.
You're even.
You're sort of even.
Okay. So you want somebody to classify themselves. Everybody wants to be an apple. Who the hell's going to say I'm a
I definitely
coconut?
think I'm an apple.
Okay. But what do you think you are?
Coconut.
You think?
I always thought you had a hard shell. Michelle.
I don't think she's got a hard shell.
I don't think so either.
I don't know. Maybe. But once you ask Bev, she's open.
So isn't that the
Yeah.
coconut? Or
Yeah,
is that
I guess so.
What was the next? What was the second one?
Peach.
Peach.
Was?
Soft on the outside, but hard on the inside.
No, not me.
Or an
And then the
apple, which
apple's
is
through and through.
even. So you're a coconut. What about?
I think Karen's an apple.
I think I'm an apple
I think
too.
she's a
I was
peach.
gonna say
You
that.
think she's hard on the inside?
Yeah, I think she's a peach.
Karen?
Yeah.
No, I'm
She's the
not
mighty
hard on the
warrior
inside.
What are you? You're
I'm a banana.
You're a coconut. You're like this mush ball. You're like
No
hard
freaking mush ball.
Bronx.
No.
Italian
First
on the
of all, you
outside,
can't
but on
be-
the
you can't
inside.
be a location. Don't say you're from the Bronx.
You're like
I can't be a
you're
Bronx.
this hard outside exterior guy.
I am very
but you're
hard.
like
Listen,
very mushy on the inside.
The shirt didn't bring that hard exterior.
It's a hard exterior, but on the inside you are just like a mush ball, like a coconut.
You got that from Kenny Love, and he put that on me. It's branded. It's been branded on my forehead. Do you know people walk up to me and
A
say,
mush ball,
"Oh,
mush
you're
ball?"
the guy with the hat with the mush ball in this."
Mushy, see?
Mushy
Freezer,
nothing.
mushy,
More
mush
mushy.
ball, more
Yeah, like
mushy.
the ice cream. What about Josh? What is he?
I was thinking about that yesterday. I don't know.
What are you?
He's a peach. He's soft on the outside, hard on the
And what
inside.
are you on the inside? What part of you is hard on the inside? What?
I don't know. He doesn't even have a mic.
He's Mr. Mushball over there. Am I?
Freddie's a coconut.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're like, once you break through that exterior and you use your F-bombs, you will give people the shirt off your back, and you will do anything
what a
for
description. Mr.
anyone.
F-bomb, Mr. Mushy F-bomb. That's me
Because
now.
you got this, you know, you use that word like it's just a verb or an adjective or a noun, and it works for you.
It is.
Exactly. But on the
Wow.
inside, you'll do anything for anyone. You really will. You extend to
And what does
everybody.
that make you?
A
What are
crazy
you?
person. I don't know.
Well, what are you? A kumquat?
I don't know. I think I might be more of a peach.
You're a peach? You're tough on the exterior? I can't even pronounce
You
it.
think?
No.
What do you think I
You're
am?
like an apple. With a coconut
Does
embedded
being-
in it.
You're
Can I get
being
my
tough
psychic?
on the in-
So, okay, my
I
psychic.
think you're an apple and you're definitely a coconut.
I'm a coconut?
Yes.
You're a coconut. Our psychic says I'm the apple and you're the
I
coconut.
make you your drink and I'm a coconut?
Yes, because you're
Is
soft in the
being,
inside.
is being hard on the
That's
inside.
a good thing.
It's a peach.
That's a
Yeah,
good
the
thing.
peach. What you were saying about Dawn, does that mean she doesn't come out of her shell?
This one? She's more like a banana. You should have a banana. I don't know what I am.
I don't know what I am.
I
I think
am
it
what I
depends on
am.
my mood of the day. But part of it is, as Lynn said, it comes down to trust. If I trust you, I will 100% be an apple and be authentic. If I think you're going to hurt me or I don't know you and trust you enough, then I'll definitely be the peach. I'll be
Yeah, but
nice
hold
on the outside,
hold on.
but
When you meet somebody for the first time, is it protect yourself first or are you open? Do you give the trust and you lose it, or do you earn the trust to get it?
it's a good question.
Well, let's find out.
Like you earn the trust to get it.
So then you are a coconut.
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Mrs.
I'm still an apple.
She's an apple. She'll
Do
give
you
you her whole
give-
life.
Do you give the trust, or does somebody have to earn it?
You know what? Based on my experience in the past, I used to give away my trust completely. But through the years, or, you know, after trudging in life, I've learned, like, you got to be careful who you trust because not everyone is trustworthy.
So now they have to earn it.
So they have to earn
So
it,
you're
yes.
not a coconut.
Because she's been through enough. At some point, you've been through enough. You just don't want to be hurt anymore.
Right.
Absolutely.
Do you give it or do you earn it?
I give it until I take it away.
Okay, that isn't part of the
Choices.
It's you
People
give
don't
it.
have to earn my
So
trust.
everybody you meet, you say, "Hey, I trust you," and then if they lose it, they lose it. If they keep it, they keep it. That's how you are.
Pretty much.
So you're like a peach. You're like a mush ball.
I give it, and I will give you everything I've got. But if you hurt me or someone I love, I'm
Well,
done.
nobody's. Anybody gets hurt.
But
you're
you
done.
know that. That's when I stomp my foot and I yell at you and all
I
that
knew you
kind
for
of
4
stuff.
years. You didn't even say hi. And what about you, Josh? Do you give the trust or do they have to earn it?
No, they gotta earn it.
Him? Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Look at me, I'm zoomed in.
No, I don't believe
You
it.
gotta earn it.
No, I don't believe it. I seen Josh give his trust no matter what. And then no matter what, there's even nothing more to say about it. He just gives it away.
In the studio? Well, it depends. Not everyone's equal in here with him. With his
Pretty
trust.
much.
Baxton he loves.
Yeah.
He loves everybody. He's like Tiny Tim. He loves everybody.
So that's why I said I was a peach.
No, you're mush. Well, yeah, okay.
You think? I don't know. What do you see? Overthinking, I know. I know you don't have a mic. We'll just kind of repeat your answer.
Are you a coconut, a peach, or an apple?
It depends on the situation. She's overthinking it.
She's a definite coconut.
She's good. She's
went
good. She
outta here
made,
looking
she
for
made
right.
some jokes. I think it was, what was it, Tuesday? Yeah, see, she's already
No,
cracking
she
up.
has she's
Because
She has a sense of humor. That's comedy hour.
I was
Yeah.
coming in and I was in a mood or something. I kept complaining and she kept making fun of me. It was good.
She's a comedy hour. That's gonna be her new nickname, comedy.
See, she's earned your trust
She's
already.
very funny. Braxton, what about you? Are you a coconut, a peach,
He's an apple. You are an apple.
Trust everybody. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it really does not.
Okay. Sally, what about you?
No, I said I was an apple, but I think I'm changing.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not sure. I think
Peachy,
I'm,
Sally.
I think I'm a peach.
No, I think Sally's an apple.
No, I thought
Sally
Sally
gives
was a
and
peach.
gives. You
Sally,
do?
do you give your trust away, or do they
I
have to earn it?
do, but you know, as time goes by, I'm thinking I'm making mistakes a lot, so I think I better become a peach.
You can't. You just gotta
Can
be
you change halfway?
Let me change my way, Chris. You're
Oh,
married
baby.
now, Sally. Now it don't matter what you are.
I kind of do trust people, but that's not always a good thing, you know, because you find out that you trusted the wrong person. But it takes me a long time to find that out, so I don't know. I don't know what I am now.
Give her another cup of coffee. At this rate, she'll turn into a watermelon.
But
Maybe.
Sally,
We
she's
didn't
got
have
this
that
great
one.
protectant, though. She's got Aldo. Whenever she's
do.
going to steer off course, Aldo makes her fall. But this way she doesn't get
Can
in
you
more
believe
trouble.
that? I
Yeah, would
know.
you
I'm
stop?
sitting here in pain.
Yeah, but stop what?
Keep her out of the bathroom.
Keep her out of the bathroom.
I know. I think I'm too careful now. You can be too careful and fall, you know. But, it happens.
Yeah, ask Dawn. She goes to a car wash and she's in 911 on her way to the hospital.
In flats, not in these crazy things, in a pair of flats.
No.
That's what Jody said the other day.
Unbelievable.
But there's a reason, maybe it knocked some sense into me.
Or maybe not. What about Lynn? Lynn, what are you? Do you give your trust or do they have to earn it?
So, what I've learned is that as long as I can trust myself, I'll be okay. So I give trust to people, and if they violate my trust, I know I still have me. It doesn't mean I'm going to be happy that they violated my trust, and I may treat them a little differently, and then they may have to actually earn it the next time. But it's not like I'm going to have to shut them out. Again, it's like until we learn to trust ourselves that we'll be okay no matter what, then we get caught, then we're focused more on who out there can we trust. But everything is about us on the inside. So when we trust ourselves, and we know we can trust ourselves, and we know that ultimately we're the person we rely on the most, then we're okay. Then it really doesn't matter as much what we are. It just matters that we have learned to develop that trust in ourselves.
You know, there's no saying, don't take kindness for stupidity. You know, sometimes you want to help people, you want to do this, you want to do that, and all of a sudden they take the fingernail and they take the arm and then the neck and then the rest of the body.
Yep.
And they do it abusively and things of that nature. So I think that a lot of people that are givers are always looking to make sure that they're not taken advantage of. So.
That's the thing. Sometimes you feel like you are, and I know we shouldn't judge. You shouldn't ask questions. If you're going to give, you give. You don't give because you think you're going to get something back. There's a whole lot of layers to this. But trust is a biggie. And Frank had said that yesterday, that his white elephant is trust.
Yes, he did say he's overcoming that. And the biggest thing to remember, do not judge people by what other people tell you.
That's huge.
Because in that room yesterday, I could tell you, it happens a lot more than people talk about. So don't assume or make judgments on people because you've heard rumors or somebody tells you something. You know, judge people for who they are by what you see and feel. And just be kind to themselves. Now, if it's all negative, then, you know, like you say, you can walk away. But I think a lot of people judge other people on what they're being told. That's a big problem, especially in our business. You know, you can be successful in our business, and it doesn't mean that you are a tight-lip or a coconut. And it isn't true at all. Sometimes people, they really hustle and work hard at what they accomplish, and you shouldn't hold it against them or feel jealous of the fact that they have it. And I love the fact that when we walked down that runway, our hosts were with us. You know, hosts for years that I've had, and new hosts and everything. I love that because when they came up to me and said, well, who are they? I get to say these are the hosts of these different shows. So don't judge a book by its cover, and don't read a book by somebody else's words.
Speaking of which, are you getting ready for your new cover on the new book? What's the new book called, Sally?
We're still working on that. I think I'm going to change it slightly to the original one because it's going to be very different.
What's the original one?
Open up to ideas. Well, that's just Call Me Xena, but I need to do a little bit more about Xena, what she's doing. So we were working on that a little bit today.
Did you have some breakthroughs today?
We had a very good meeting, didn't we, Lynn? It was very good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting because we started discovering more synergies between us, and we actually came up with another avenue for Sally of something she can offer to clients. In addition to what she does on her show, there's something really important she could offer to one-on-one clients that she would work with as a coach.
And it's funny, anybody really that's writing a book, I go very much into myself. I'm learning a lot about me. That's why I still think maybe I can change from an apple to a coconut. But I'm not sure about that one.
I don't think you could ever be a coconut. Maybe a peach,
I can
but no.
be aware that I could be a coconut, but maybe I won't be.
That's what
Anybody
everyone
just
loves
tuning
about
in
you.
will wonder what we're talking about.
You're too
right?
giving. You have to change. You're just
Okay, thank you.
so great. Nice show today.
Nice. I want to thank all of you for coming on. Do you want to get Bev's information? if
Yeah, I'm
people
sorry
wanna-
we didn't get a hold of Josh, that we missed him on
But
all
he
of
has an
that.
open invite. You can bring him back.
Yeah, he sent me a text. He said he tried calling 5 times.
Yeah, he must be calling the wrong
So
number.
I asked him what number he called, but maybe you let me know when you have an opening and
Yep.
try to coordinate with him.
Absolutely.
Yep, so we'll have to check that out because we'll have to check the phone lines and see what's happening with that.
Okay.
More to come with that. Bottom line concepts. If you have a business and you're looking to bring some monies back, check it out. Give Bev an email, bev333-333@gmail.com. And Karen, hopefully the new Latin Hustle host. So that's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Sunday, join us, Little James Brown, in honor of MLK's birthday, 7 o'clock, Funky Biscuit, right here in Boca Raton. More to come. Sally's new book is coming out. You can find her here on Monday, Call Me Xena. I think Tracy Latome, the phone's ringing. I think Tracy Latome is going to be here. She's new mom. Sally, on your show on Monday, she told us.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
She wrote in that she's going to be here. We have a phone call? Is the phone
No.
ringing?
No, they tested it. They
Okay.
tested it.
Lynn is here on Thursday nights. And Pink, if you are interested in baseball and softball and playing and raising money for breast cancer awareness, check out the website bocapinkball.com or give Michelle a call at 561-809-4670. All proceeds go back to Boca Raton Community Women's Center for underinsured and uninsured women for mammographies, breast cancer screenings, ultrasounds, anything they need that they do not get the privileges of because of insurance. And also Saturday, January 21st, Pub at the Hub at Space of Mind, 7 o'clock till 11. Come check it out. Come join us. We're going to be live on location right there with our crew, restaurants, artists, music, a whole lot of fun, and see their new culinary arts spectacular kitchen. So wait till you see this. We're going to have Baxton take us out as we close the show. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bundle up. There are shelters opening if you do not have a place to stay. So just look for your local shelters. It's going to be cold outside, so stay warm, bundle up. Have a great weekend. Baxton, take it away.
Don't be late.
I actually want to dedicate this song to somebody very special. He knows who he is. He pretty much made me who I am today, and I am extremely proud of everything he's done. This is for him. want to run. I want to hide. I want to tear down these walls that hold me inside. I want to reach out and touch the flame where the streets have no name. I want to feel sunlight on my face. I see the dust clouds disappear without a trace. I want to take shelter from the poison rain. Oh, where the streets have no name. Oh, where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. We're still building the burning down low. Burning down low. And when I go there, I go there with you. It's all I can do. The city's a flood, and our love's turned to rust. We're beaten and blown by the wind, trampled in dust. I'll show you a place high on the desert plain, where the streets have no name. Oh, where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. There's the buildings, they're burning down low. Burning down low. And when I go there with you. It's all I can do. Our love starts to run. We're beaten and blown by the wind. Blown by the wind. Oh, I see our love. See our love starts to run. Where we're beaten and blown by the wind. Blown by the wind. Oh, when I go there with you. It's all I can do. Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.